So the second one is virtualization of the data center particularly. So from that standpoint, there's a save to invest component, which is really around power consumption, and with the whole green environment as well. That's right. A big play. So power consumption, space utilization as well is another big save to invest characteristic around virtualization. The other aspect around that is application resiliency. So if I'm really virtualizing the data center, and just a comment, I met with a VAR at Partner Summit who's building a business model around working with end customers to be able to move their data center where power is cheaper. So power might be cheaper in Tennessee from 8 to 5 on Monday through Friday, and it might be cheaper down in Richardson, Texas at other times during the week. So they can dynamically move applications and move the power requirements around by using virtualization as their background. With that, we also get some application resiliency. So if I've now all my critical applications are running in that data center, which they are, we've kind of made this trend. Remember when everything was centralized in the data center and we all moved it all the way out to the edge? Well, now that's all kind of coming back in, right? So I need to have application resiliency. If I need to move an application from this data center to that data center, I need to be able to dynamically configure and build a server over here. I can do that with data center virtualization. So virtualization is another huge trend, and the last piece about virtualization is server utilization. So if you look at the utilization of servers, and you look at having to have, for every little application that you input into a customer base, they have to have another server that they stack up in a server room somewhere.
Right.
And even at a retail level where they're really trying to lower the overall cost at the actual retail store, we've just stacked up a ton of servers there to run their POS, to run all the different scanners, you go down the list, right? This is going to enable them to have one piece of server software that manages multiple applications across that, whether it lives at the retail center or whether it lives somewhere virtually in the cloud. And that virtually in the cloud, they could own that data center, or it could be cloud computing that they're renting time from someone else. So this whole virtualization thing is big. It's taken advantage of the whole green play as well, and it's another really big trend that is driving the importance into the data center, into the network, right? So
absolutely. I read an article the other day about virtualization, and if I remember this correctly, I think they said if you took all of the servers out in the world today, that they would have average utilization of less than 10%.
Wow.
Now there are days where they're spiked.
Sure.
But if you just take a look at their total capacity that they had and the number of days that they had out there that they weren't being used, they were being used less than 10%. So I understand from a physical point of view how if you could get higher utilization on those servers, it'd be a tremendous cost savings.
And they're paying for the 100% of the server.
Absolutely.
And they're paying power for 100% of that server's utilization. So if I can increase the utilization on that, just double the utilization, triple the utilization, think about the cost I'm saving for the end customer.
Yeah.